Beware.
The feast is still up.
Was I moving the red dog too slow? Like I was only moving him as soon as he got that buff. So I don't know if
You
I should be moving him
you
quicker.
really only have to move him like when he starts pooping fires. It's like really only every 10 seconds or so. You'll get a feel for it. He does it pretty consistently.
It's definitely way more often than 10 seconds. Like I would say the 4. I think we were getting extra orb things. I think someone had the wrong debuff on that side, but yeah, like
that was the pull before though.
You have to on the shadow side. You have to spread out when it drops that one debuff on you. Everybody has to. It'll grip you back and forth to each other. Every time you get gripped, you take damage.
Yeah, that's the inflamed. The 8
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, when the one guy's like, "Shuby, grip me," I didn't grip you. We were too close together, and it
Well, so the gripping thing on the shadow side, that's normal. But if someone is being gripped on the red side, then someone's on the wrong side, or
Except
someone's
his
too close to the red.
finger ended up in my tushy, and that's what made it weird.
You liked
My
it though, don't
thumb's
lie. Didn't ya?
I certainly went face down, ass up. Whoa.
We ran out of
For
loot.
more.
Whoa. Apparently, I wasn't the only one in this group.
If you think about it, we only needed to do 6 times what we just did, so we were close.
I like that positive.
I ran out of lube, so I used mayonnaise.
Is that a thing?
Remind me next we'll have the most disgusting mayonnaise story.
The question is, do you put it back in the jar later and use it for sandwiches still?
So you do it. You use it on a
You
sandwich.
filthy pirates. Can I run with you guys every week?
But the female population of the jail nearby got infected with lice. They ran out of lice medicine, so they just had jars of mayonnaise. So all the female inmates had to put mayonnaise in their hair and sit with it.
How do you know?
I had a client in there.
Sure.
He's like Saul Goodman off of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like the end of the world. I mean, that's not the worst thing
ready.
you could be doing with mayonnaise.
Well, just imagine tubs of mayonnaise just rubbing through your hair.
It's
I'm down.
listen. You're in prison, not at a beauty pageant, right?
Here comes the fair.
3, 2,
Focus up.
1.
Check the colors.
Why?
What the hell is happening here?
Yep, DW.
What?
First one did.
Mission complete.
Step in the right leg. Everyone.
Right leg and step
Wait, I got a different debuff.
and step and step. Good. And spread. Spread.
Very good.
It's gonna pull you. Stay away from the orb when it pulls you. Stay away from the orb. Yep.
Yeah, if you're near that, you're gonna get fucking wrecked.
And back on the right leg.
Here. Leg. Just get in the habit of soaking the thing on the side. See if I know you can.
I need to find somebody on me underneath here.
Forward. Spread the rays. Spread the rays. Don't let them hit the other tank. Spread them.
You still have your word done?
Yeah, I do.
Good. Are we moving?
Stack
a little
up. Stack
fast
up.
here?
Stack up. Get ready.
Yeah, we are. It's my fault.
And step. And step. Stack. Step. Stack. Step. Stack. Step. Spread.
Am I going back to orange now?
Beware.
We kind of got people were cheating on those steps.
Yeah, it moved a little fast too.
Yeah, a couple people did, and they blew us up.
Next one is the spread.
Drop the fire, drop the fire. And everybody back foot. Back
First
together.
boss is about 850.
They're gonna swap. Everybody stand still, don't move.
Fear.
Don't move when they swap.
It's gonna be a full duration fear.
Oh, right out the door.
Reset. Reset.
I reset?
What's happening?
No, I'm getting feared. I'm just we're okay. We're okay.
Switch dogs. Remember, you got a new buff.
Check
I
these
know.
colors right now. This is kind of
Everybody stay still. Don't move. Don't move. Everybody stay where you're at.
He's calling for shadow side, not for fire. Why is fire dog not on it?
The bosses are hugging.
What a mess.
I feel like the switch got a little wild.
I
The
think
switch
people
never
were
happened.
confused.
The tank got
Because-
feared for 25 seconds, and then I didn't even. The boss was never in range for me to swap to. I was sitting with Shadow with the fire debuff, just waiting for him to get back to me. And by the time he got in range, I died. I waited for like fucking 20 seconds holding the boss with the wrong debuff.
I think the reason that he got feared is because Shubi, you were saying don't move, and that's not like for people that are on fire side. You can't like they have to be stacked with a tank. And people were
So-
like all
Yeah,
over the room, and you were saying
I meant
don't
when
move.
you. I meant when you swapped them. When you swapped them, the DPS shouldn't move. Like the DPS should have stayed where they were. But they never swapped him. He was feared into a corner. Actually, gripped the tank back.
Are
to
we
the
not
group.
moving the bosses? Everybody's moving to like.
Let me
this
call
is-
it.
You have to have the dogs switch sides so that they can put the fire on the other side.
Oh boy.
What? No.
You want to clarify what we're doing, please?
Yeah,
No,
go
just
ahead,
the
Desmond.
tanks need to swap, not the
Desmond.
dogs.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
clarify. So first of all, everyone click that thing I linked, a mechanic. I think the reason we messed up is because we literally don't see it ever in Heroic. We always have a warrior tank and immune to fear, and we have more than 3 melee. So make sure you understand that mechanic. Basically, when that circle, that growing whatever purple circle, not the spammy one, but the one that grows slowly, comes out, you need 3 people inside the circle. Otherwise, people get feared who have the debuff. You can just stack the circles. It's pretty easy. Just don't assume that the tank can immune it on either side. It's like not worth keeping track of. It's way easier to just have people in the circle. We have a ton of melee, and should mostly, even the range should mostly be in melee either way. So that's what caught us there. We normally don't see it. That's probably why. When one dog gets to 50%, everyone swaps their color. So the dogs kind of okay. Shadow remains in the same spot. I mean, there will be a little bit of movement because the tanks need to like move or whatever. And we're going to reset the fire dog to orange. Also, remember, when the dogs are near each other, they do whatever, 50% more damage, something like that, a lot more damage. So the tanks are going to be getting trucked, but they have to swap. So definitely use externals on the tanks during that point. And after that, fight resets. Everyone swaps their color. We keep going. Any questions?
So DPS and healers are moving, tanks are not, right? Or the other way around?
What? No.
Tanks are moving.
Everyone's moving.
Okay.
The dogs are staying in the same spots. Everyone else.
Okay. All right. That's cool. That's good.
Well, okay. So Shadow Dog is going to be where he is. The Fire Dog is going to end up around red, but then we have to bring the dogs like to each other. So the dogs will convene like around here-ish. And then once the tanks have their appropriate dogs, whatever, the tank who has the new purple debuff will tank the purple dog where he is, and then the tank that picks up the orange dog will take him to orange.
Right. When the swap happens, if you were on purple, you're now on orange. Like,
Yeah, I know. I know that.
and vice versa. Yeah.
So I guess everyone does kind of move at that point.
Yeah. Well, there's two ways to do it. Either the dogs move, or everyone else moves. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Can I get a transmog mount?
Really, Evan? This time to transmog?
Yeah, I don't play fire ever. Look like a duster.
Dark Doctor?
Thank
Yo,
you.
are you saying we should play fire? Is that the deal?
Dude, I can fucking just spam Scorch.
Does
But what if you
it
get
happens
Shadow
the
Dog?
phase-
Then you're gonna get
does the
the
phase
debuff.
happen again? Sorry.
What is that for, Denny?
Says you're not flask.
No, because it's 50% through, like 50%
Better
through
square
the
up,
fight.
yo.
It switches. So if
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
what
I could
you're
still
asking.
damage both of them if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, you should be.
Fire dog needs a lot of help because we're always really behind.
5,
Stack the
4,
boss at the beginning, lost at
3,
35%.
2, 1.
Okay, I got fire this time.
No, we'll worry about boss health when
Shadow Dog is the same, right, Doc?
we get it.
Shadow Dogs is literally the same sword. You just stand there.
I bet you fear worship.
Eat after this. Right, like both dogs. Stack it. Right. Step. 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 Don't want to use spread out. Be in that purple circle.
Watch map.
Get behind. Jobs. Your circles. Three people first. Spread those away. Stack it back right. Call it. Step.
Oh, shit.
Step.
Pull me over the road.
Step. This one step.
Like, just let me know if you want me to move, otherwise you can just maybe bring with me and we'll console when you get close.
Okay.
Still blitz walking around now.
50%.
Heroes shooting.
Oh wow, I got yanked right back to him. I like charged somebody.
Still have to do that.
Is this fire gonna disappear? I gotta go through it.
With this thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt you when you have a 40 left.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All of the things that let's see. Our lines is next. We're one healing one side. Probably one.
We get to finish the disc.
No. Good. It's okay.
That's it though?
Yeah, we can reset.
What'd you say?
Let's reset the boss.
That's the entire fight though? That's it? Nothing else?
Nope.
After the swap, yeah, no. You just have to deal with the other side now.
Easy.
So if you weren't on fire, now you have to deal with the stutter step shit.
Oh, I better get fire first then, because that shit's gay as shit.
You got it to 35% there.
If you're like a burst DPS cooldown class, you want to be on Shadow first. If you're like an execute class, you want to be on Shadow second. But unfortunately, you can't control that.
Brutal, why do they always say to start on like when we haven't split yet? Why do they always say to start on fire guy first? Like get your dots on fire guy first?
They're like our guild is super melee heavy, so it's really hard for melee to keep doing damage to fire. So we're always behind at the end of the fight on fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna
Plus,
say, probably has to do with the
you
fact
never
that-
get to stand still on fire, so it's better to do all your openers on fire and then immediately switch to shadow after like 3 seconds.
Bingo. That's what I was about to say. It's because he's always moving. The other one, you get to just stand there.
Yeah, like you can do like your opener 3 or 4 moves on fire, and then if you're shadow, just immediately go to shadow.
What does the debuff do? Just reduce your damage, or
you take more damage? Like the debuff essentially protects you from the dog you're on.
But that's, so it doesn't negatively affect the raid if you have the debuff and you hit the wrong dog.
That is not true. There's a downside to the buff as well. So the buff reduces your damage taken by the type that you have. So if it's shadow, you take 25% less shadow damage. But if you get hit by fire damage, that's what pulls people.
No, I understand that. I'm saying it. So if I'm on the shadow boss and
still
we're up
raid.
10%, I can just blow all my cooldowns on the fire boss from range and not negatively affect the raid at all.
Oh yeah, you can DPS both bosses, no problem. You can generate resources and dot them both, and fucking if you can stand in the middle and hit them both, like druids are awesome on this because you can keep them in starfall range, and both of them get hit by it.
Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah, I swear you can start doing more than Matt.
Dude, yeah, right.
Fucking roasted so hard just now.
Dude, I switched to fire. It's terrible. I know I don't play fire.
And in fact, we'll most likely have to do that.
Ice, I'll help you out.
No, dude, I have a frost legendary.
There you go,
on. Oh, sweet. Now I'm gonna do like 2 mil DPS. Easy.
If you don't, you know what you are.
What was that Shadow Priest buff that used to give haste that they had in like Cataclysm?
Dark Intent was a warlock buff, I thought. Oh, that was crit.
There's a passive, right?
5,
No, it was like a buff you
4,
applied to one person.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1.
Check the codes. Response speed.
Beware.
Speed. After that, stack up on the way. Try and help them. Spread a little. Stay good. Oops.
Two Void Torrents on the same. Shimmy's dead.
Heroes should be. Okay. Stack them next. Give them a load.
Stay on that left leg for this, and then I'll fight him back to the wall. I'm just gonna cross over.
Beware.
Beep. Block.
Yeah, Unker.
when it's safe.
Do much better on damage split.
Shoot you up.
Alright, I get to save it.
You just reset it.
We're about to switch.
Let's keep practicing.
Here's the swap. Spread a little.
He's channeling.
Just live. Here you go. Watch tanks. The externals on tanks.
They just saw.
I'm gonna get the feared here.
Alright, check the colors. Should be swapped.
Can we get you up and we can ult or what?
No, hold on, I could possibly die in these big heals or something.
Watch mash, watch mash.
It's the big heals though. You can heal you, dude.
Set.
Feet.
Step. Step.
Block rocks.
Beware. Beware.
I think we got it if we can just clean up the transition.
Yeah.
Is it possible for Fire Dog, Dark, I think you're tanking it right now, to not tank it so close to the wall?
Yeah.
But that was me.
Like,
Need to be able to move around the dog.
yeah, I can't move. Like, there's no, it's right up against the wall. We need to move it out a bit so people have got room to move out of Siphon.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I completely fucked up that fight. I that orb landed right on top of me the first time, and then it rezzed me right into the firebomb. Hit me for 5 million and just blew me up.
Apparently I got hit by.
I've only drawn fire the last 5 times in a row. I'm feeling pretty lucky right now.
A big purple orb. It looked like it detonated way early. I don't know. Or I wasn't even really that close to it, but
The orb hit, that orb hit me to kill me the first time, and then somebody rezzed me, and I soaked a full fire debuff for 5 million. So, oop.
I think he's like channeling something at that time. If you can
Yeah, he's the one channeling the orb.
The fire dog?
Isn't he? Or is it the shadow one that shoots it out? Because he's definitely channeling, like sitting right where the orb lands every time. I can't move him while
As soon as you see that thing, the fire tank just has to keep moving him because you take damage when the orbs connect. And it's a lot of damage, so you gotta keep your whole group away.
He can't be moved while that shadow orb is happening, so I think it overlaps with one of his abilities, like Inflame Corruption or something.
It's possible. If that happens, you just have to book it as the tank, and as soon as he's done, he'll make it to you. But you just have to, everyone on fire has to get away from that orb too.
Yeah.
It's not a super crazy damage. Like, obviously don't be in the thing. If he's right next to it, you can kind of be somewhat close, especially if you can use a personal. If you're ranged, like, get away, because you can. But it's like 2 million damage.
Five, four.
You're getting one shot, you're
three,
probably inside it.
2, 1.
Or like extremely close to it.
Well, I mean, I haven't been one shot tonight, but I've been one shot in the past and have learned to
Son
be
of a bitch.
wary
How
of
did
it.
that even happen? That was shotted.
Healer dead.
Do you have a float?
Yep.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Just run the dogs out.
He's my first one. That's me.
Someone left the dogs out. Don't tell me who it is.
Ooh.
I'm trying to find every way I possibly can to die in this fight. I think I've pretty much got them all at this point. Maybe I can throw myself off the side or get catapulted somehow.
Same. I've died spiritually.
So when we get siphoned on the fire dog side, you move out or you stay soaking?
Right?
You siphoned, everybody has to move as a group as soon as the fire pouch drops underneath you.
No, Danny, I was talking about if you're on fire dog and you get the debuff.
Inflamed?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Colors. Eat first. Dogs.
Beware.
Eat. Stack.
Right leg.
You don't want to run out until it's an observer.
Beware.
There's a channel. Spread a little.
Yeah, see, he channels in flame corruption right here at the same time, so I can't move him.
Just gonna be inside the thing. Be kind of an expert, especially if they're small. Just do rallying cry. And get close. Alright, Way of Darkness. Stack it. Here's the first.
Ends up like you're a fucking G.
That's a siphon. Step on the leg. Everyone. Be solo. Take that solo.
Cuts, which dog are you talking about?
Get ready to move to pizza. Get a rallying cry. And
I'm choked out in this thing.
Spread stuff in.
Beware.
5% to switch.
Watch
Watch
dark,
the
watch
sword.
dark.
Where's dark?
3%.
Reset.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
It's okay.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little
Yeah, I guess
girl.
that overlap is pretty tricky. That siphon with the feet thing. So definitely anything we have there. I think we'll not for sure.
Fire
You mean
dog
siphon?
needs to-
I think that's when I revivaled. Up.
Fire dog, we need to stack a bit tighter so that way whoever's tanking them is not moving as far. We were kind of spread out and we were just taking up too much of the room.
Oh, whoops, that's fake. That's fake.
I was like, damn.
This one's real.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check the bill.
Beware.
Yeah. Alright, next back right leg.
I thought that was the
Stack tight on map.
Beware.
Your circle next. Close. And
Yeah, the other guy was 10% hit. Stand the shadow dog.
it's fine. We'll worry about that towards the end. Thanks for now. Stop anytime. Siphon is next. Beyond the back right leg. And this is the tricky one. Personal. Getting around something here. Look at this. Deep.
Percent switch.
I'm gonna use a soul stone, I guess.
Beware.
No, that's serious. Like,
Debuffs are switching.
Alright, watch the tanks here. Swapping, yeah.
Cooldowns on tank.
Yeah,
There we go. Hard. Spread in front.
Watch start.
Swap dogs, everyone. Different dogs. Alright, good. Good job. This is spread. I can really give the weight though. Try and help with people.
Get feared.
We're down one healer on the fire side. Be very careful. He is feared.
Yeah, for 10 seconds still.
Next one, Siphon. Leg.
Fireside healer, call if you need help. I'll run over.
Should be okay now. So you're ready to move. Be on the back right leg. Step.
12 stones.
Step. Step.
Beware. Beware.
Deep. Step a little.
Watch start. Watch.
Be in melee. Here coming. spread a little. Maybe. After this, stack right leg. Step.
I got 3 seconds on a res, so you want to...
Step.
Watch lines.
Beware.
Gets you.
Fuck. Should be still. I'm gonna burn my ham.
Gets you on control it.
Feet soon. Yeah, since as far as gone. Feet and then fear.
Beware.
Feet.
More people on Fjord.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, in the back. Up in the back. She's rolling in.
1812.
That's ridiculous.
Watch Shard.
Yeah, I ran back to stop you.
1712. 1710, 17:8,
Yeah, Shitsu's gonna die.
16. Stop DPS on, you slow down on Shan.
Yeah, stop on the shadow if you're
Can I
ranged.
walk over there or no?
Just let
No.
me DPS
14.
attack.
Good.
14, 13 on Fang.
Shadow needs to stack this.
Uh,
13 on Fang.
that's it.
Yeah, you're wiped.
Classic Yakut.
Oh, we're getting there.
Beware.
Doing really good.
It's pretty close.
We got this easy.
I don't remember it ever doing that before, like having inflamed to get out and then getting siphoned right away. Like I couldn't get back in before I got feared. That happened twice. Maybe I'm going out too far, I don't know.
Wait, Siphon doesn't fear though. It's the.
Yeah, but you need to stack on people, don't you?
Yeah, if
Or-
you're not stacked
Yeah,
on
okay.
3 people, you get feared. And because I was out, because I had inflamed, like get away from
That's
people.
the weight of darkness. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, inflamed. Like I said, like if the fear's coming up or whatever, like honestly, it doesn't matter. Just stand on somebody. It's like you can literally stack them.
Yeah, but then you get punted away. I just don't remember that ever happening before, like when I've done this other times.
And also, could someone explain to me? I've been more than 10 yards away from someone, and I still pull them towards me.
It's the closest person.
It's just the
Yeah.
closest
Yeah.
person. That's what I
That's the
thought.
If
next
anybody-
closest person. They
Yeah,
can
no
be
matter what
100 yards
you're
away,
doing.
actually, as long as they're the closest person.
Yeah, so that's 2 different mechanics. There's an AoE explosion when the thing goes off, and that's the 10 yards. But then because you have the shadow debuff and you take fire damage, which is not avoidable, you pull the closest person. Is there something that healers can do, like not be near anyone? I'm not sure if there's like a trick to that or something. There's a lot of
I know.
damage. Good if they could not get pulled.
Like with the thing that pulls you up in the air and drops you.
No,
Or-
when you have the
You're talking
shadow
about
debuff,
healers avoiding the shadow flame thing.
No, you can't.
The pull.
yeah, from the
You're talking about healers avoiding that. By being like farther away than anybody else from any one person. Yeah, you can kind of do that. I mean, for the most part, I kind of just stand off to the back when I'm healing. So
Yeah,
like,
I
if
do
the
that
group
too.
if the group is right up on the leg, I'm kind of like we're.
Yeah, I don't know. Once when Dark was in trouble and I was on purple side, Dark was on red, I ran over and I was in the middle healing both, and then I got yanked all the way over. So even being far away sometimes doesn't help.
If you're the closest person to whoever's getting hit,
Yeah.
they'll yank you from a mile away.
Yep.
yeah, that can be scary, especially on that when the fire damage is unavoidable. Unless it's like a real emergency, like maybe avoid that. But if you have the shadow debuff and you're a healer, it's definitely better if you're cast. Do not get interrupted.
We were close there. A little more damage, we'd have had it.
Also, I realized in that overlap when we have the siphoned and then the molten touch comes out, what we are supposed to do is move from the right leg to the left leg as a group. I don't know why I didn't realize that earlier, but I'll call it out. It's.
I had the skull in my head.
You good?
Might we be able to acquire some additional health stones?
That's super formal. Just tell him, bitch, give me hellstones.
Yeah, what he said.
Seems like an outrageous request.
No, you don't talk to DM like that.
I didn't even know it was possible to use 3 in a single fight.
You know what I want?
He hasn't, I haven't picked them up for 3 or 4 days now.
Got him, DM.
Rest in peace, Mr. Pendaria Hellstone.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why is Thrust on the GCD?
Beware.
Deep?
2.
Left, right leg. Everyone. Move. Step. Step. Move them up. We're a little split. Left, right leg.
When we get Danny.
No.
Champion. So, again.
Sick of this duster dog.
Your circle's coming in 8. Yep. Good. Fire stick.
Easy.
Siphon is coming up next in turn. Move. This is the overlap. Go from the right leg to the left leg. Show if you can move. As a group, right to the left. Move.
Oh, since we get low.
I'll grab him.
Spear.
What percent to swap or even?
Shuby's dead.
Pull those. Since we can need all your lips.
Oh,
Swap at
I just
2%.
died too.
Swaps up.
Oh, that's perfect time for swap. I probably shouldn't.
Punch charge.
Can we get him up or no?
Reset. We don't have one.
I don't have rest.
Okay, we're fucking lucky this shit's right here.
You trolled me so hard with that taunt because I thought you were still over there by the fucking boss. So when I lost aggro, I was like, nope, I'm taunted.
My bad. I should have said that,
And
but
then,
it was channeling, so it's.
Yeah, I know. You can't do that though because
I'd have to
as
wait.
soon as he finishes channeling, he's gonna yank you right back to him. The fire dog
I
yanks you.
learned that the hard way.
We ready?
Yeah.
Now we can rest.
Yeah, I think everybody's ready. Pull timer.
I think I'm gonna switch to healing.
Wait, do you want me to take
5,
this res?
4,
You want me to go Resta?
3, 2,
I can go Mistweaver.
1.
Damn it, I pre-potted.
I could go Resta if you want, Cuts.
I don't think it's a healing thing, it's a mechanics thing right now. Like, people are dying to one-shot things, so...
I would agree with that, but we're not close to the enrage, so if healing isn't any close to being a problem, it's an easy enough cover both sides.
Alright, I'll go Resta.
That's just Ugluck's opinion. Don't take it.
Pretty
I'm not in
sure,
charge.
Cuts and Brittle and could all go rest as well. Anybody else got healing spec?
Yeah, swapping over to my monk.
Ooh, that gangsta move.
10 heals. Let's go.
Just
There's
Doctor.
some withering deaths here, but for the most part, yeah, people are just getting one shot.
So there's not really much, like when I'm tanking the fire dog, there's not really much to do for you to avoid that orb. I'd have to like pull him, preemptively pull him away from the thing.
You're talking about that first one where it
Talk about
overlaps
when he's channeling and then the purple orb's coming in.
Yeah, right. Like the first time the orb comes in, there's nothing you can do about it because he starts channeling at the same time that orb is cast, and it almost always casts it straight. It casts it at the other tank. I'm almost positive. But
I think it casts it to
it'll-
him.
But regardless, yeah, they cast both things at the same time, so like there's no way to do anything about it.
Danny wants everyone to know. Take your time. He's in no rush.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chicken kill.
Beware.
Stack it.
Cutsman.
Spread.
Beware. Run away, little girl.
Cutsman, I haven't left ascended. And I haven't used it.
Watch Matt. Watch Matt.
Fire boss.
Alright.
Fire boss is
It's got
10%
phase.
behind.
Should be here soon. You're already moving.
15% fire boss.
You guys have extra healers if you don't want to rest me.
Don't put those over the tank because keep them active. The tank. Siphon, smokes. Be on the back right foot.
There's any range in the shadow boss for like a 20% difference.
Don't worry about that right now. We don't really.
Feet. Go to the left leg. Left leg.
Not bad.
Reset.
We'll always lose some people there.
Yeah, I don't call out the overlap, but if I do, people on the shadow side, you just RP walk from the right leg to the left leg. Because we still got to share the damage, but there's going to be stuff spawning under people's feet. So, just as a group, move out of them to the left.
Ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Beware. Stack it.
Okay, I'm gonna try leaping away as soon as he casts his sphere. We'll see what happens.
There we go. It's spread.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, if you get more than a few squares away, he just yanks you right back.
People on the
No, I
fire
mean,
dog try to get to the wall.
He does cast it as soon as he channels.
Oh, yeah, it's like simultaneous. If not, like within a few milliseconds of each other.
Next.
Watch the right.
And this is the overlap. We're going to go from the right leg to the left leg. As soon as the swirls come out. If the swirls come so early, right now, to the left. As a group. It's shared damage. Good job.
He's referring to the Shadow Dog. I see people on the Fire Dog switching legs.
Try to get to the wall melee.
Back on the right leg.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, it's going to be the spread next.
Super spread switch. 1%.
Letting him finish his channel, then I'm coming over dark.
Alright, Fear Circle's coming out. It's going to be an overlap.
Right,
Be ready to stack.
Helsons if you need.
Fear Circles.
Fuck. Res the tank.
Yeah, Fear is dark, no effects, ASAP. Big heals on the tank right now. Big.
Spirit shooting. Didn't miss him.
It's still buffed. Alright, good. Get your sides, check your colors.
How
Swap.
am I alive?
What's this?
Overlap. Side comes next. Stack up legs. Move. Back right leg. Move.
Slow it down a little bit. We're going a little fast.
Move. Now you can
Listen,
Probably just have all the range on the fire dog right now.
beat.
Easy, easy, easy. Can we get him up?
Nope.
On the
2 healers
Fear
down.
Dog.
Fear
Two
circles. Fear circles. Get ready to start.
Seconds or 30 seconds on a red.
They need healers. One of the healers needs to come over. There's no healers over here on the fire side.
Well, we
Dark
can't.
Doctor up.
Dump all my mana.
Yeah, get dark doctor up. Okay.
Basically. In 10 seconds. Off heal over here if you can. Demon stuff over here. Dark red leg. This is really rough. Anything you have.
Move the fire dog up.
Move.
Thank you.
Why am I siphoned? Hello?
Get dark up.
Dark, you there? We get Shubi if Dark's in AFK.
14%.
Get Shubi, get Shubi. Nice dog.
12% on that.
Molten.
Keep it 30 pets.
11%.
For the fear circles.
Just need to like you might have to switch or something. I don't know.
10%. Stop damage on Shan.
I've been bouncing back and
Bangs
forth.
at 9. Bangs at 8. Go. 7. You got any hero again?
All ranged
6.
on fire.
5.
Percent of each
Kill
other.
them both. Kill them both. Burn them down. Go. Both of them. Go.
Reset it.
Siphon.
Go. All of them. 1%.
I'm on Phoenix.
Good job.
But countless more
I'm on Phoenix.
My mic was muted. I ran over also on the red side.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of Shadow Shin Bane.
980 girdle.
God damn, dude.
Danny, go ahead, open trade. Give that to me because you don't want to be here.
If anyone doesn't need one of those trinkets, let me know.
Mine was a roll, unfortunately.
Damn, Jolty, look at all this. Is Warforged more common in Mythic?
Is this a melee trinket for you?
Yeah.
Well, the base is
Let me switch my
960,
links
you know,
back.
so.
Yeah, but it's like this is the most Titan Warforged I've seen. Like,
Matt, isn't that your best stats there? We're still in mastery.
Damn, nice belt.
Nope, didn't get it. Sorry.
Yeah, nice belt, right?
4 strength, 4 stand, leather belt.
Fucking awesome for prot.
Level
Which room
18.
doesn't use that?
What's the deal now? We going to the next boss or are we done?
We're done. Later.
See you, Duster.
Cuts, are we doing ERNR or no?
It would be high command next, but we can just call it.
Hard pass getting on HOTS.
Are we gonna look at high command next week, or are we just gonna farm these two for a while?
Yeah, we'll look.
Thank you for the group, guys.
Yeah. That actually went faster than I thought it did. That was nice work by everybody.
Considering I didn't know what was going on till like the 17th pull.
Right.
Cutsman, next time link a video for us, please.
You got it.
Didn't he?
Oh, no screenshot? Fuck.
Next week we'll get a screenshot for our first kill.
Nella needs to be there.
Yeah, well, we can just screenshot it, or rather Photoshop it, right? We've done that before.
Hey Matt, now that Danny's gone, let's get a picture together.
Let's do that.
Invite me back. I'm coming.
Summon.
Down. Stay there.
Who is that speaking?
I'm on my way back.
Oh, who are you? You must be a new person. We'd love to have you every week. We raid from 5 to 9.
This is Kel'Thuzad.
We set sail.
Cutsman, let me hit you with something. 985 Storm Relic.
So Celia told me that she wants to come every Sunday night and do this.
Nice.
Right, Celia? Did she do it already? Sure. See?
Nice.
You like them Prot Warrior heals? Josh told me that I wouldn't be able to do it on Mythic.
You didn't
There's
beat
no
her
one
though.
on my guild right now. It's so sad.
That's too bad. You'll have to link them your achievements when they're on for sure.
I don't give a shit about rating. That's why we don't have anyone on.
Denny, you're not on. What the hell,
But
man?
thanks for the group. Much appreciated. Night.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
coming.
coming.
See you next week.
5, 4,
Thanks,
3,
everybody.
2,
He was Cutsman.
Death words, I'm going to whisper you in a second when Dalaran lives.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Or death.
You there.
Now I can't stop thinking of fucking mayonnaise lice. Ugh.
I'm gonna go make
better as
a
anal
sandwich
lube.
with mayonnaise.
And only mayonnaise.
Hey, Mike's in here. When did you get in here?
Right now.
Oh.
Daniel GG is
You
entered
should
the
have seen all
Nexus.
the Shadow Singe fangs that dropped. You should have been here on your rogue and your rouge.
That was crazy how many of them there were.
Wasn't there like 2?
That's a lot.
I know.
It's both of the fangs.
The shadow one and the fire one.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Good raid.
Alright, I'll talk to you guys later too.
You look at El Ran. El Ran said something. It said Mythic Guild had miss you guys.
Damn it! Death Word's logged off. He was gonna buy my weather machine.
How much for it?
It's $179 American on eBay, but I'll do like $120, or I'll do that in WoW Gold.
How much is 120 in WoW Gold?
I don't know, like $15 sub is 180K. So, one sec.
So $15.
No, they're not cheap because they're super hard to find. Just one sec. I'll throw you a number even if you don't want it. Just one sec.
I'll be contacting you about that soon.
1.6 million gold.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
I'll take 1.4.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, thanks for letting me raid with you. It's been a while since I've raided, so.
Hey, me too.
I also have some other WoW loot cards if people are interested, but some are cheaper.
Like what?
Listen to John. You can smell and taste it. Damn, Dark Doctor actually logged off.
I got a Landros XT. I got a million Hummel's biscuits, some shitty paint bombs, some dance bombs.
Did you buy Did you buy someone's like stock of WoW cards?
Yeah, basically.
I actually thought about doing that. There was a place near me going out of business, and they had some.
It's definitely worth it because I sold a 2K one like last month. I have a Bloat the Bubblefish, a third Landros, a Nightsaber Cub, a personal weather maker, a really tiny lizard mount, about 30 more Papa Hummel's biscuits.
Yeah, I have a shit ton of biscuits and all those pets that you just said. I sold all mine already.
I got a King Mukla, which gives you the little monkey, and my Pride and Joy, which I have not even redeemed yet. I have the mottled Drake card, which is incredibly rare. Only 2% of WoW players actually have it.
Yeah, I think it looks stupid though.
Yeah, well, it's for collectors. It's not to look good.
How much WoW Gold did you say?
For which?
1.6 mil.
1.6.
Or 1.4 mil.
And it's just for the code. I stay on Discord with you until you have the item in your possession. I've done it with many people. I basically just scratch it off in front of me and like whisper you the code. You go and redeem it, get it, and then we're done. Tia can be my